My name is Cameron Elliot, and I'm studying a Bachelor of Science at Southern Cross University. Today, I will be walking you through the scientific field of virology.
Hi, my name is Bhupinder Singh. I am studying biomedical science and I am going to talk about virology in science, the study of viruses and viral infections. The reason why I choose this topic because due to the outbreak of coronavirus.
Hi, myself Harpal Singh. In this video, we're going to talk about virology and its role in science and society. We will also talk about COVID-19. I have chosen this topic because I have keen interest in microbiology and I would be focusing on virology after my graduation. So let's begin. In a scientific study, we always start with observing a new phenomena, formulating a hypothesis, then conducting experiments, and coming up with new findings which are always evidence-based. So according to me, science is a systematic and evidence-based study of nature and natural phenomena. What is virology? Virology is a branch of science, or we can say a branch of microbiology, which deals with the study of viruses and other virus-like microorganisms. Virology includes the study of the taxonomy of viruses, how they enter the cell, the mechanism they use to enter the cell, the entry receptors or enzymes they use to enter the cell, and how they cause diseases to our body, and also genetics, which is very important because coming up with genetic makeup of a virus helps us to develop a new medicine.
Dmitry Ivanovsky and Martinus Bionik are considered to be the fathers of virology. Ivanovsky found infectious leaf samples remained infectious after filtration, meaning the pathogen could not be from a bacterium as they are retained by the filters. Bionik coining the term virus when he showed the infectious particles could migrate in an agar gel. Virology was not an independent discipline until around the 1950s, although vaccines such as the smallpox vaccine of 1796 were already being created to help fight against rampaging diseases. In the late 1940s, large-scale vaccine production was possible and disease control efforts could begin. Fields such as biotechnology and molecular genetics are working with virology by looking into how some viruses can be used to specifically infect and kill cancer cells, resulting in a possible treatment for cancers. Virologists are also looking at how zoonotic or animal-based viruses become human pathogens and cause unexpected diseases, which is a major focus for the 21st century.
In almost all six continents, researchers are studying and focusing on this emerging discipline of virology. Virology in society. Novel viruses or newly discovered viruses could have negative impact on global health. So, study of virology is imperative locally, nationally, globally, and for well-being of our society. Information can be applied by researching on new vaccines and viruses. Although scientists have discovered some vaccines such as flu vaccines, extended immunity vaccines, polio vaccines, etc., are already assisting us to reduce the transmission of various viral diseases. Thirdly, information is valuable for government authorities, pharmaceutical industries, and medical departments, etc. SARS-CoV-2 is known as Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome-related coronavirus, or COVID-19 in short. More than 3.3 million people have been diagnosed with COVID-19 and 2.3 lakh deaths globally. Started an outbreak from seafood market in Wuhan, China. SARSr CoV are found in their natural host, which are bats. Symptoms include fever, headache, dry cough, or problem in breathing. COVID-19 could result in respiratory failure or even death.
The new severe acute respiratory syndrome related coronavirus might have originated from bats, as the bats are known as natural host of coronavirus. The sequence of coronavirus isolated from nasopharyngeal swab of a patient in Wuhan diagnosed with COVID-19 was 87.1% identical to SARS. At whole genomic level, the virus was 96% similar to virus found in bats. Thus, we can say virus might have originated from bats. Sequencing by de novo assembly shows 79.6% similarity between COVID-19 virus and other SARS-related viruses. Virus use angiotensin converting enzyme 2 to enter the cell, and the virus do not enter the cell which do not express ACE2 enzyme. Thus, we can say ACE2 is the receptors used by virus to enter the cell. Some scientists proposed that increasing the number of ACE2 receptors, which do not stick to the cell walls of our body cells, might help because it may confuse the virus, while others suggest that blocking some of the ACE2 receptor might help.
The study has found that there is an incubation period of 5.1 days with 97.5% of people developing symptoms within 11 days of exposure. This has resulted in a 14-day quarantine for potentially exposed individuals. Antibodies that fight the virus were identified at an institute in Australia. Passive immunisation is being used to provide short-term protection to the seriously ill and healthcare workers. This involves giving an antibody that is formed in an individual to another individual that is at risk of infection. The study is essential in determining why people that suffer from diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, or other factors including smoking or blood type have a higher chance of being in a critical condition when becoming infected. Australia adopted early steps to prevent the transmission of the outbreak in the form of social distancing, countrywide testing, and the shutdown of non-essential services with strict lockdown laws. The earlier these steps are taken globally, the quicker the outbreak can be contained. Although there is concern that COVID-19 will become seasonal like influenza and could mutate, resulting in the need for yearly vaccinations. So we looked at how virology is the study of viruses, including how they cause disease and their genetic makeup. We looked at what caused the field to emerge and how other scientific fields use virology to find solutions for different problems. Insight was given into how virology improves global health throughout the creation of new medicines and the eradication of disease. And lastly, we looked at a study based on the present COVID-19 crisis, stating any benefits that could come from this study. As viruses evolve and adapt to existing treatment methods, technology and the scientific community will continue to aim for viral disease eradication. This will be achieved by the greater understanding of how present and future viruses cause disease within organisms, how and when zoonotic cycles occur, and how infectious diseases are born to begin with. Virology will continue to remain at the front line of the battle against viral infectious diseases.